It's the Texas weather discussion video for Friday, the 12th of October. I'm Donovan Neal. The rain has finally returned to North Texas today and throughout the early parts of next week and through the weekend. Our weather for the weekend and throughout early parts of next week will most likely be determined on how Tropical Storm Sergio acts once the moisture semi reaches North Texas. So here's the upper air look across the nation, across the continental United States. You can see the upper trough has basically moved to the east at this point, which has pushed Michael off to sea at this point. And we have tropical storm Sergio in the eastern Pacific, which that will be moving pretty much to the northeast towards North Texas at this point. Around the nation, it looks pretty chilly up north, with temperatures only reaching the 20s in some spots. But down here in North Texas, we're in the 60s. But the morning lows will only decrease once we hit early next week. Watch warning map. We have a few freeze warnings in effect for parts of the Midwest near the Corn Belt, and we still have a few flash flood advisories in effect for parts of the Virginias and parts of the northeastern United States. But down here in the deep south, we remain pretty quiet. On the convective outlooks, we could see a few strong thunderstorms for parts of West Texas and parts of New Mexico today. Tomorrow, that marginal risk moves to parts of North Texas. Does include some parts of the DFW area, but doesn't include Dallas, but includes Fort Worth, Arlington, Mansfield, and some of the areas out to the west. And on day 3, which is tomorrow, that marginal risk pushes just to the south. We stay solidly in the green, which means we'll maintain a risk of a few isolated showers and thunderstorms, but no organized severe weather is expected. I'm sorry, a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. This is the average rainfall for the next 7 days. You can see heavier totals. We're on the bullseye today. We're on the bullseye this week. How often does that happen? Amounts over 5 to 6 inches for parts of North Texas, and wow, those are very beneficial rains, but that could very well pose a threat for flash flooding this weekend into early parts of next week. And let's go on to the tropics. We still have 3 named storms. We have Nadine, Leslie, and we now have post-tropical cyclone Michael. And then we have another disturbance in the Gulf in the Caribbean that has a 30% chance of developing within the next 5 days, but more than likely, once it hits land, it'll most likely not develop at all. Nadine is still a tropical storm. It's expected to dissipate Saturday evening. No threat to land. And Hurricane Leslie, still a hurricane. It's expected to become a post-tropical cyclone by Monday morning, and is expected to dissipate after latter half of next week. No threat to land. And we have post-tropical cyclone Michael, which is just off the eastern coast. It's expected to just kick off to sea east-northeast at 29 miles an hour. No threat to land at all. And let's go on to the eastern Pacific, where we have tropical storm Sergio. Movements to the northeast at 24 miles an hour. It's expected to move into North Texas as a post-tropical cyclone or post-tropical depression. A lot of moisture will come out of this thing. It'll basically wring out moisture like a clothesline, and that'll of course bring the chance of heavy rain this weekend. So let's go on to the model output. This is the 060 run of the GFS, valid this afternoon at 1 o'clock at 500 millibars. You can see troughing in the northern states just to the north. Down here, you can see we still can see some moisture. We'll mention the chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. You can see this is the radar coming off of the high resolution NAM. This is valid at 1 o'clock. You can see most of the heaviest rain is basically for our northern counties, areas along and just to the south of the Red River. And I'd say the best chance of a spot getting wet this afternoon is in the 40 to 50% bracket. Rain activity continues through the evening hours. Highs will remain below 70 degrees. And here's Saturday as the weekend begins. The remnant low of Sergio moves into our area at this point, and that looks like a wet, muggy afternoon there, with numerous widespread showers and thunderstorms. That could actually pose a flooding issue with heavier rain tomorrow. Here's the radar coming off the NAM. At noon tomorrow, and you can see that looks like a wet muggy afternoon if that were to verify, with numerous scattered showers and thunderstorm chances. Highs will only reach the mid 60s. Lows will be in the low 60s as well. And here's Sunday. You can see we have another disturbance coming off from the south. Of course, we could see a little bit of lingering moisture coming off from Sergio. We'll mention the chance of a few scattered showers and thunderstorms, but I'd say the best chance of a spot getting wet at that point will be only be in the 30% range. Highs will be close to 70 once again. And here's Monday of next week. Here's Monday at 1 a.m. Early Monday morning. You can see that activity moves on to the south to affect our location. Scattered showers and thunderstorms moving off to the south, and that looks like a good chance of that the Texas Panhandle will see some snow if that were to verify. And if that were to verify, that would just mean that this would be a cold, raw day. If this were to verify, these are the max temperatures. These are the highs coming off of the GFS. Monday at 1 o'clock. You can see most locations stay in the 50s or stay in the mid to upper 40s on Monday if that were to verify. Our morning low would be in the low to mid 40s, and basically we don't go there go anywhere according to the GFS. And that's looking more and more likely. We'll keep you updated on this thing, but bring out your sweater. Definitely bring out your sweater, because Monday looks to be a cold, raw, muggy day. And here's Tuesday, pretty much the same deal. The rain doesn't the disturbance doesn't really move much on Tuesday, so we'll continue to mention a chance of numerous showers and thunderstorms, with highs mostly in the low 50s. And here's Wednesday. That activity finally pushes off to the east, or that dissipates. Activity finally dissipates. Will remain dry. Highs will be in the low 60s. Thursday, we'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. Highs will be in the mid 60s if that were to verify. And here's a week from today, Friday the 19th. We have troughing. We have a little short wave off to our northwest. Down there, that looks like a wet look. Highs in the upper 60s at that point. And here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is Sunday the 21st. You can see troughing just to our northeast, and down here we remain dry because of the ridge. But you can see from the numbers for the next 15 days coming off the GFS ensemble, this suggests that after this weekend we're done with 70-degree weather for a while. But you can see that morning lows. You can see that highs for the next couple of days. Monday 53. The Tuesday 50, but that may be lower if the GFS were to verify. But you can see for the rest of October, just cool, crisp afternoons. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today on Mornington blog. My next video will be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Monday morning, if you can't catch local TV stations on the air at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, have a great weekend, and Godspeed.